gossipers, and welcome to Gossip in the Dark. So that's the name we're going to go by, is Gossipers. So before we get started in all the celebrity gossip and world gossip, today's September 11th, and we want to take a moment to recognize the victims of September 11th. So we're going to take a moment of silence, and then I will just read you the information on what took place on that day. So let's take a moment of silence. Okay guys, so we're gonna read this quick breakdown of what happened on September 11th, which is a day in history that will never be forgotten. So September 11th, 2001 is a day that profoundly impacted the world. On that morning, 19 terrorists associated with the extremist group Al-Qaeda hijacked 4 commercial planes. They carried out coordinated suicide attacks against significant U.S. landmarks. So the World Trade Center, 2 buildings, very tall buildings, planes were flown into those buildings. So the first plane was 8:47 a.m. on September 11, 2001. And the second plane, I think it was after 9, like 9:03, something like that, a.m. And then they flew into the Pentagon, and that's in Arlington, Virginia. And the fourth plane was Flight 93, and it was a United Airlines plane, and it was headed to Washington, D.C. So what we're going to do right now, we just want to send all our thoughts and prayers to the victims, to their family and friends who are mourning their loved ones whose life was taken on that September 11th. We want to send prayers out to those who are still affected by the incident on September 11th, which, because of all the toxic air that was around and people around that, some people have developed diseases like cancer and like asthma, stuff like that was associated with what went down on September 11th. So we also want to keep those peoples in prayers because they are still struggling with the effects of September 11th. As I said, to all the family, friends, the kiddies who lost moms and dads and uncles, just everyone, just so prayers to them. And again, today is September 11th, 2024, a day that will live on for forever, basically. This was a shock, a surprise to the country and the world that it was able to happen in this big United States of America. Okay guys, so we're gonna go on to our gossip, and again, thank you for that moment of silence.
All stories alleged. For gossip and entertainment only. Let's do this.
Okay, so let's see what we're going to start off with. We have some sad news and, some news in between. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to, since we did the September 11th thing, we're going to go to Tiffany Haddish. Now, Tiffany Haddish was at a fashion show. It's now Fashion Week in New York. So all your celebrities, entertainers, everyone, the rich millionaire, billionaires, they're all going to these fashion shows to see all these latest collections. Some of them where we can't even wear, can't even afford. So that's what's going on. So at the fashion show, she was seated next to the Hiltons. So we're talking Nikki Hilton, Paris Hilton and their mom, Kathy Hilton. Now, the show, I don't think it started as yet, because I'm going to show you the video. I don't think the show was underway as yet, and they dared her. Basically, it's like Truth or Dare. They dared her to get up and walk the runway of the show to just to do it. You know, like as I said, it's a dare. And at first when I saw the video, I giggled. I didn't see anything wrong with the video. Now, was that the time and place for it? Of course not. You were invited there. You were a guest there. So, you know, just don't do it. But Tiffany Haddish, she's a comedian. And she's going through a lot now. Social media, they don't really check for her. Again, it has to do with a skit that she did years ago with Ari Spears and children, which she did apologize to. But, you know, people, they will not just let it go. And anything that she does, and people who do not like it, they make it a big deal on social media because they know that's where it will most likely affect her pockets. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and read this quick article. But before we do, take a look at the video.
Right now, you go down and you tell this photographer, love the day, do it now. Right now. Do it. Wait. Yes, now. There's nothing going on.
So the article I'm going to read to you is from page 6. Now, with these different articles that I'm about to read, guys, I'm not going to read the full article because I'm already telling you basically what to expect. So I'm just going to read portions of article that, what's the word? Collaborate? Corroborate. No, you know the word I'm trying to say with the story. So this is from page 6 and it's titled, Tiffany Haddish walks the New York Fashion Week runway on Kathy Hilton's dare. Nothing but trouble. Tiffany Haddish turned her front row seat into a runway at New York Fashion Week show after being dared by Kathy Hilton. The Girl Strip actress, 44, was seated next to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills stars and their daughters, Paris and Nikki Hilton, at Monse's. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. It's spelled M-O-N-S-E, Spring 2025 show on Saturday when she was challenged to give her best catwalk by the matriarch, according to videos posted by the Hotel Harris. My mom, Kathy Hilton, dared Tiffany Haddish to hit the runway. But like Tiffany always says, she's ready. So that's her catchphrase, you know, she ready. So she was ready. And the video was captioned and, you know, they showed her. She was walking the runway. When she got up, she got a couple of applause for it. But, you know, some people were saying that this seemed like a Mean Girl stint. That these white women, people actually brought race into it. Some people brought race into it. That these white women are making fun of her, that they're laughing at her, not with her. And I didn't see it as that. I just see them having fun. And again, as I said, was that the place for it? No, because she's a guest there. She's invited. So why do that? And again, no one was modeling. So it's not like models were coming down and she was there to jump on stage while models were coming down. No, it was an empty runway and she did the dare. So to hear people placing racism on it, I was surprised, especially one of the vloggers or bloggers that I listen to. His name is Funky Dineva. And I think he used the word coon. I don't even know what that word means. Now, let me clarify for you. I'm not African American, so some might say, well, shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. No, I still can speak on the situation in the sense that I saw this as a playful moment, truth or dare. Again, should she have done it? No. But that's a truth or dare moment. And to attach race to it, to say that they did it because they want to embarrass this black woman, and she doesn't know how to control herself, and these white women are taking advantage. And no, to me, that's just too blown away. And I don't have to be African American to state that. It's like we're living in the space of black and white. If you're African American and something is done to you by a white person, it's always race based. And a lot of times, what I notice with the African American bloggers, they will say, "Oh, I don't want to bring race into it," but yet still you are. So again, and he even said, Funky Dineva, this is what I was saying. He even said that if she had sat beside someone like a Queen Latifah, and I think he said Missy Elliott and a couple other people, he said that would have been fine because she would be around her people. Or I guess he's meaning black people or people of culture who would get what she is. And I was taken aback, like, wow, it's acceptable when she's around black people culture, but when she's around white people, then it's some kind of race bait thing. Now in the video, some might say Kathy was a little bit demanding, but if you know Kathy's personality, that's the way she speaks. So to jump race into it, it just did not sit well for me, for people to make this a race moment when it was just a truth or dare. She accepted the dare, she did it, it was done, it was over with. But to make a big deal of it that they were laughing against her, not with her, and she doing this made her a coon, which I don't even know what that means. So someone tell me what it means, or I'm sure you're telling me, well, if you're doing the gossip, why didn't you look it up? But anyways, yeah, that's it with the Tiffany Haddish thing. I did not see the big deal with her doing that. And, they were just having fun. So I'm going to leave that alone. You can comment, share your opinion. Let me know why you would say it was race-based. Yeah, you tell me why you think it was. So we're going to move on to this story, and it's about Nicole Kidman. So, she has a movie that she is promoting, and what is it called? She's at the Venice Film Festival, and she got a call that her mother died. Wow. She's promoting the film Baby Girl, and the director of the film at the festival, she came on because Nicole was, when you promote your movie, you talk about it, but because she had to go home, the director of the film, I think her name is Alina Rain, and she went up on stage to notify them that Nicole was not there due to her mom's passing. And it's just so sad because, we know we all have to die one day, but when you're close to someone, especially a parent like that, and to see that you weren't with your parents. So this shows me that her mom was not sick. Or if she was sick, probably it's just a common illness that, you drink some orange juice, some lime juice, take a little medication, and you'll get over. But because if her mom was deathly sick, or sick to the point where anything could happen, she would not have left Australia, because that's where she's from. I think they were in Australia. The mom was in Australia, or probably visiting the US. But to get that call, wow, I can only imagine. So prayers go out to Nicole Kidman. She did ask for privacy during this matter, which we should give her, and then until she's ready to come out and speak more on it. So Nicole Kidman is 57, and I think her mom was 83, and she loved her mom. And like I said, if her mom was a sickly person to the point where death might have been a possibility, then she would not have left her mother's side. So to get that news, the shock, the devastation she must have felt, because she said her mom influenced her career and her sense of style, because she would give story that when she's getting dressed, her and her mom is like, are you gonna wear that? And you know, she would, but yeah, so just a sad thing. Let me see if I can get her mom's name to show respect. And her mom is Janelle Kidman, and her dad died, I think, about 4 or 5 years ago. So now her mom is gone, and prayers out to Nicole and her family. And again, I still have my mom. My dad died January 30th of 2017, and that was the decision my mom and I had to make together to have my dad pass on. And you know, that's another experience in itself, when you have to sit there and watch your loved one take their last breath. Is something I will never forget. But I still have my mom. My mom is my best friend. I love her with all of my heart, and I'm cherishing every moment with my mom. And we can say this now, but we don't know what it will feel like, because when you lose a parent, especially one that cares, nurtures, encourages, which it sounds like Nicole's mom did, it's a hard loss. So again, prayers go out to Nicole and her family. So now we're gonna go ahead into, okay, so we did Nicole, we did Tiffany. We're going to, I have a bunch of stuff up here. Should we do Diddy? We haven't spoken about Diddy in a while. So we're gonna get this story out. It's 2 stories. One he's selling is Beverly Hills mansion, and the other story is shoot, I had it up here. Hold on, guys. Ay. See, now I'm going crazy because I had it up and now come on, it was just up here. Okay, that's his mansion. 24, Brigitte. Okay, Brigitte, I don't need that. My apologies, guys. I'm trying to find the Diddy story. Oh, found it. Sorry, guys, found it. Oh, I didn't put on my butterfly ring. Let me go put on my butterfly ring. Now I feel better because I have my butterfly ring on. Anyway, guys, so yeah, so this Diddy story. So there's 2 stories. So we're going to get the first one out of the way. So it says Diddy is officially selling off his Beverly Hills mansion. This mansion is a 10-bedroom mansion. It's 17,000 square foot. And he's listing it for $61.5 million. The 54-year-old reportedly first bought the home for $39 million in 2014. So in 2014, he bought it for $40 million. Just rounded off to $40 million, and now he's selling it for $61.5 million. And they're saying, according to Realtor.com, the price make this listing the second highest paid home for sale in the exclusive Albawaba Hills area of Beverly Hills. Okay, wow. So as you know, it was rated 6 months ago. So around March 25th, I think it was, that his home in Los Angeles, also in Miami and New York. We don't hear much about New York, but they were rated. They were looking for stuff. Some, you know Diddy and his stories. Just go back to previous video or just put Diddy, on social media and everything will pop up. But yeah, I mean, he's trying to make a profit. 39 and now Just round off to 62 million. Why not? Now, the big one is Diddy has to pay an accuser over $100 million. And this accuser is behind bar. He's an inmate. And the article is from the Washington Post, and it says, Michigan judge awards $100 million to inmate who sued Sean Diddy Combs. Guys, I did not know about this one until a couple days ago when everybody was talking about it. It says a Michigan inmate has been awarded $100 million for a SA lawsuit against Diddy Combs based on a default judgment after the hip-hop tycoon failed to show up in court or file any response to the case. Now, I'm guessing Diddy had been so busy dealing with other stuff that he forgot that he had this case. Now, this person, his name is Derek Lee Cardello Smith, and he's serving a prison time at the correctional facility until at least 2036, and he's there for first-degree criminal sexual conduct and kidnapping in unrelated cases. Cardello Smith is one of several people to accuse Combs of sexual aid over the last year. So why was he rewarded? Like, you have other people who are suing and they're not getting their money. Okay, hold on. It says Judge Anna Marie Anzalone ordered Combs to pay $10 million each month beginning October 1st for 10 months. Oh, wow, because that's how long the case has been going on. That's when he first filed, the guy in jail, in prison, to now. Cardello Smith, who is reportedly a self-taught student of civil and criminal law, so he was getting his degree on or studying the law while behind bars, has filed civil lawsuits from prison before. Last year, he sued a Catholic archdiocese near Detroit and alleged he had been SA by the priest, according to Billboard. And the case was dismissed in August by an appeals court, which ruled that his accusations against a priest were barred by the statutes of limitations. So with this guy, I think he's saying that Puffy tried to get some from him. Wait, guys, I want to go to his claim. Oh, okay, here we go. So we're going to read this part right here. It says, according to multiple reports, Cardello Smith's lawsuit claims that Combs drugged and essayed him at a party in 1997. Cardello Smith claimed in an August hearing that Combs offered him $2.3 million to drop the lawsuit, but he declined to accept it and opted to take legal action against Diddy, against the mogul. Cardello Smith claimed that in the hearing that Combs came to visit him twice in 2 weeks prior